Welcome back, guys. It's your host Eyes Come By, and this is the vlog. So more recently in my life, I went through certain L's in my life, and I just wanted to share them because they're quite common things, and I just wanted to give my input, So let's begin. So I got dumped a few weeks ago, like it happens, like no lie. If you get into a relationship, you're bound to either flop or succeed. And me, I took a massive L. So we're talking about love, you get me? And it was a lengthy relationship, about a year and a bit more. And it's come to an end, and I'm just coping with it. I feel like that by the time I actually post this video, I will be, let's say, better, at coping, because like my coping mechanism is my music. So like I just have a playlist that I just spam that thing so nicely, bro, and I go all out, and eventually you do have to like cry. Like everybody copes differently. Like me, it's my music. Some other guys, it's alcohol, women, and this and that. And I just, from the consensus I'm getting, like the guys keep telling me, everyone's giving their own input. Like do this, do that, and like for me, it's my music. For other guys, they were saying, bro, just go out there, get laid. No one's gonna judge you, bro. Like put that in behind, and poof, you'll be fine. And I'm like, me, I'm not really one for the numbers, yeah. So like,
what the hell was that?
So like, no, me, I just stick to my music, and eventually I will like cry. I actually did cry about it just once, but it's one of those when I cried and I was like, you need to remember your self-worth. I was like, no woman is worth crying over, and then you're like, okay, then you stop. But eventually you have to go through the emotions. You can't compress it and suppress it, because it's like keeping a fizzy bottle. You just shake it up and then poof. Lol, that sounded so gay.
Yeah.
But yes. It eventually just explodes, and then suddenly you have your emotions everywhere, and like, bro, you should have just dealt with it when it first happened. And like, I'm coping. It's been a few weeks now, and I can safely say that I'm better now than what I once was. Like in the beginning, I went through the stages, and I feel like right now I'm at acceptance, because I accept that it happened, and like I did the best that I could with the time that I was gone it. And like, you can't exactly force someone to be in it. If they want out, they want out. That's it. End of. Like, bro, excuse me, just take the hint, And it's just, give me a second. Like when it comes to things like this, there's usually someone to blame, and I did blame myself, but like my circle has just been telling me, like, bro, sometimes there is no one to blame. Like you can go for years and it's all fine, and then suddenly it crumbles just then and there, and it's like sometimes there's no one to blame. It's just pieces don't fit together, and then you drift apart, and boom, it is the end. You can't exactly be putting 1 and 3 together. Sometimes it's a 1 and a 1.
What?
Lol, that made no sense whatsoever. I do apologize. My analogy was completely off. But like I do. It was a thing of man wants it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Well, she wanted out, and I was like, alright, bet. And it's one of those, if they better off without you, let them, bruh. Like, I'm not gonna force someone to be in it, but I'm not gonna tell you like anything was wrong with it. Like, by God, the fact that it went on for so long shows you, like, no lie, that shit was gorgeous, bruh. I enjoyed it, I very much did. Like, even though, like, you take the good with the bad, and then when you look at the good, you're like, yeah, no, this shit was dope, bruh. This shit was honestly dope. But take the good with the bad, and ultimately it has actually come to an end. Like for a second now, I'm just talking about life. and well, loss really, because this has been a troubling time for everyone with COVID, gender-based violence, and still police brutality. People are dying, in all honesty, and that's wrong. Like, for me, it's a thing of like, life has its natural conclusion. You get me? Like, people mostly think that life and death are separate, but death is part of life. You understand? Like, most people will meet their end. Well, all people will meet their end. My apologies. And it's like, nobody wants to get there sooner rather than later, because most people have things to do, you know. And the way the world is going, I don't know. As a Christian man myself, I'm just trying to get my soul right, because I genuinely believe that the end times are coming. You know, if you have not read Revelations, I do encourage you to read it, you know, because the way the world is going, it's just too much, you know. Like, I could tell you all about it, but I want you to read it for yourself, you know. I genuinely feel like Revelation is something that someone should experience for themselves as they watch it wash over them, that, you know, it's time to get your soul right, because these are troubling times in the world. I'm honest with you. Like, even me, I worry for my well-being, and I know that, you know, like, I'm not afraid of death. You know, if my time comes, I know where I'm going. You know, I don't really have to sweat that much. But, you know, I actually want to look back and say, you know, I lived. But it was just like, you know, you don't want to be that guy. Oh no, I did I did mountains and mountains of drugs, and, you know, now I'm fine. Like, I don't know, most people, I don't know what quantifies a lived life, you know. People will say, oh no, bungee jumping, car rides, you know, some guys, the numbers game. Like, yeah, it's a whole different, like, spectrum to what you believe to be a fulfilled life. Did you fulfill your calling? What you believe, what your calling? Did you fulfill what the Lord has, whoever you believe in, your Lord has put upon you? You get me? Excuse me. Oh, I might actually be sick. But, you know, like, with everything going on in the world, it's very hard to not think of what comes next. And the way the planet is going, how many years do we actually have left? How many generations? That is also, like, something that just dawns on me, you know. Like, will there be, like, I do want kids. I generally do want kids. So it's a thing of, like, what happens for them, you know. And, like, I don't know, like, I don't know, like, life, it will end sooner rather than later, the way everything is going. I don't see, like, if I reach 50, I will definitely high five myself, bro. Like, 50, that's 5 decades, bro. 5 decades of nonsense, absolute nonsense. And I'm like, no, I do not think I can do this. Because, no, like, there's been moments, there are highs and lows in life, where people do honestly consider suicide and everything. But I just want you to know that you can get through it. If you are watching this video, bro, danke. Thank you for being alive, Big Chief. Like, by God, like, everybody has their own struggles with depression, but I do not believe that anyone should should actually kill themselves. But I understand when somebody gets to that level, there's no talking them out of it. And it's like, sometimes you just want to know that your life had meaning. And, like, people do struggle with self-worth, like myself, I do. But, you know, I'm a man of happiness. Well, that's my brand. You know, like, I am rainbow and sunshines. But, you know, I do have other emotions. But, you know, it's just, I don't know. These are the ones in which I exude to the best of my ability. Exude. Write that one down. To finish, we're going to talk about my most recent L, baby. 3 years of work. 3 years of work. I pulled to you my license, boys and girls. Ha! Your boy done did it. The streets will never be safe again. Yeah. Oh my word. 3 years after getting my learners. I practiced on and off for 3 years with teacher after teacher, like one driving school. I went with Jazzy.
Oh my.
Hi, I'm Jared Slater, and I am the fastest man alive. Stay tuned for more.
Tivu, Katie, like there were just so many people that were like, bro, let me teach you, but it never worked. But you know, my learn is expired this April. Just as I was preparing to officially write it, I was ready. I was getting there. Like I was training with Jazzy. We were driving, and then COVID hit, and Jazzy has at-risk people at home. So I was like, okay, no. When COVID is done, we'll get back to it. But during COVID, you know, my thing expired. I was not driving. I was not. The whole 5 months, bro. And then Steve was like, yo, bro, I know you don't have your license. Let's get it. So we put our gears to the metal.
You didn't say that.
I think that is the expression.
No.
But bruh, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we would be driving up, down. We hit the poles there behind Hill Fox. Man, them was hitting it. Like, trust it. 3 years I did this. I've been trying to learn, and I finally did it. I was so nervous, but I'm actually so grateful to my teachers and everybody that helped me upon this journey to actually get this far. You know, and now that I'm actually on the road, I am so happy, and like the excitement has not yet left me, because this is like what, day 2, day 3 maybe with my license, and jeez, you know, when it's like, go get the break, yeah buddy. Because now they actually trust me to drive. Back in the day, honestly, my younger brother Michael was the guy that would drive. He knew how to drive before me. I just did not have the ambition. But understand, when it started being a thing of I have places to go, I actually need this license. And I was like, I put my mind to it, and you know, the Lord delivered me. Because not like I was stressing my soul out, bruh. Understand? It's a big move for me, especially because in the beginning I was very fearful to get into a vehicle at any chance. Like in the driver's seat, I would be sweating like a pig. Like after when I got home, I would immediately change my shirt, take myself to a shower. I was just drenched because I had so much nerves. But now I'm a cool buddy, you know, clutch in. Like I'm not Jamil Barnes, but understand. But I can whip it. I can whip that shit, bro. Watch the freaking space. And I'm so freaking grateful, you know, to everybody that freaking put up with me. And like, there's been a lot of times when I wanted to go places and I needed a ride, but now it's the thing of I need petrol money. But and it's a big step now, because understand, as me being a sober guy, right? Oh, something's in my eye.
We don't care. Let me tell.
As me being a sober person, like now when I go to the party, I can be a sober driver, not just the sober guy, because it'd be weird. Like OJ was like, I said, bro, why are you sober? You don't even drive. I was like, I know. But y'all know, being sober is also a lifestyle choice that I made. And y'all know, these are the 3 L's that have been pretty recent in my life. I'll say thank you for getting to this far in the video. Drop a like, share, subscribe. I don't even care.